Okay. You see, again, let's take some graphs of this nature, right? As a, let's say, concave up or concave down, or if you want some quadratic functions in a form. Let's take since we are dealing with the vertical line test, let me try the vertical line test at this for this one. So you see, if you obviously by the horizontal line test, you're already sorted, right? Just by looking at the horizontal line test, you can get you can take many, and then you will see that the graph touches many times. However, if you take the vertical line test, you see, the vertical line test is touches only one, the same here, the same for this one, the same for this one. So the vertical line test is not able to determine. Then you also test with the horizontal line test. When you test the horizontal line test just by putting one, you can see that, oh, okay, you don't even have to put that several of them. Just by putting one or two of them, you can see that, oh, okay, the graph is actually, the horizontal line crosses the graph several times. So when it crosses the graph several times, so we call it many to one. So because it's many x value to one y value, right? So this one is not a one to one, right? Now, it is a function though. The vertical line test tell us that it is a function, but it's many to one, which means many x values could lead to one y value. So are you guys understand what I'm saying by many to one? Or do I need to explain what I say many to one? Okay, let me come to many to one. Many to one means that if I pick, let me use a yellow color. Is the green is better? I don't know. So, okay, let me see if I pick an x value. So you see this one here is the x-axis. So if I pick an x value, doesn't matter in which graph, right? So if I pick a y value or x value, let's say for this y value here, so the y value is this one that is in yellow. Oh God, this is whatever something that is happening. I don't know what is this that it makes this thing always go to ground state. Okay, let me take a green. I'm just going to go directly to the y value. So let's say here we have the y value here. For this y value, when you go to the graph, you get this x value. When you go to the graph, you get, so you see that there are many x values coming to a one y value. This is the same way, if I take a y value somewhere here, I can just go there and get the x value. So there are two different x values going to, you see, if you look here, there are these two x values. So the same if I do here, I project on this one, and then I project on this one. I find two different x1, x2, x1, x2, and then they're all going to one y value. So you see, I have x1, then here also I'll have x1, then I have x2. So this one just give us a y1, which is a y value, y1, which is a y value, y1. So you can see that for many x values, x1 and x2, in a similar fashion, you can have one y1 here for this x1, and then the same y1 for this. So it's this type of functions, they call them many to one. So is a many to one function types. So which means that they are functions, but they are not necessarily one to one because they have many to one. Now let's see different type of examples. Please make sure you stop me when the 7 minutes reach. One of the easiest one we said is the circle. But then let me try to see if I cannot figure out a different type. Let's say I have a different type like this, right? This is let's say x equal to plus or minus y, or y equal to, or we have it. I'm just doing the opposite to what I've just did. So you all know that this curve here is given by y equal to plus or minus square root of x, right? So the same here is y equal to plus or minus square root of x, square root of minus x. So this one here is y equal to plus or minus square root of minus x, right? Are you with me? So basically, this is kind of of function that you see. If you draw the whatever test, let's say, let's start by the horizontal, it looks like is a one-to-one. However, it's not. You see, when you do the horizontal line test, it catches it only once. However, when you do the vertical line test, ah, goodness, before I could even save, this thing just disappears like that. Okay, I said when you do the vertical line test, you can see that there are several values of, so if you check, let's say, and the value here, you're going to get a y value here, another value here. So for this kind of x1, you get a y1, and then you get a y2. So the same here. If you check here and you check here, you see that this is the same value here, x1, but it has a y1 and a y2. So it doesn't matter. So this one is a one-to-many. So it's called a one-to-many function. So yes, you can test with this to see that this one is not a function, right? So, all right, now that you have these several ideas, there is the 7-minute gap. Are you there, guys? Or am I talking to myself?
Yes,
Now
sir.
we're going, it's already 7.
Yes, you've reached the 7 minutes.
Okay, let's stop and then let's restart again. I'm going to immediately restart the recording.